students, Namaste and welcome to today's English class of grade 4. We are in Unit 4. What's the title? Yes, the title of Unit 4 is Request. In previous classes, we have practiced ways of requesting according to different situations, right? Okay, and also we sang the songs based on request. But today we are doing something different because we are dealing the lesson reading 2. Can you make a guess what's there in reading 2? Yes. What did you say? Story. It's story time. Do you like stories? I know that everybody likes stories, right? So, do you read storybooks? I also have a storybook over here today, okay? Look at here. A very nice storybook. I'm carrying the storybook to show you, okay? And we are also going to read one of the story from your book as well. And what is this storybook about? Look at here. Okay, what can you say? What can you see in this picture in this book? Okay, yes, it looks like rabbits, cartoon, right? Cartoon rabbits. Max makes a friend. Okay, maybe about Max. Maybe the character, the name of this rabbit is Max. Max and Ruby. The story may be about Max and Ruby. What's there inside? Are you curious what's there? And look more inside the book. I will show you. Don't worry, I'll show you what's there inside more. Okay, what's there? What can you see? 4 rabbits, right? What's their names? What were the names initially in the front picture in front page? What names we saw? Max, Ruby, right? So we can see here over here 4 rabbits and a trolley where we can see many playing toys, right? Many toys. And let's go through this. What's there? Max said Max's sister Ruby. This is Louis' little cousin. Cousin mean? Who is cousin? Cousin mean they are also your brother and sister, but the parents are also, when parents are also brother and sister, then the children becomes what? Cousin. Okay? Fred meet Max. So here we find the characters. Fred, Louis, Max. Oh, maybe the names of these rabbits are Louis, Ruby, Louis, Fred and Max. 4 rabbits. Okay, actually we are not going to read all the story, okay, because we are also going to read story from the book. We are not reading whole story, but I'll show you pictures, okay, and through that picture we will guess what is the story about. So as we can see a trolley with many toys, and then what's there? Okay, 2 rabbits, maybe Max and Ruby. They are doing something. What are they doing? Okay, they are drawing something. Okay, they are drawing something. They have some, what are these? Crayons. What is crayon? Colors, right? Crayon colors. They are making something on the paper, maybe drawing pictures and coloring in a fine day in the green ground, ground. They are drawing something there in the open area. And then what happens next? Okay, they are playing with, what's this? Do you know what's this? This is a dump truck. Okay, dump truck. And then there are some more some more toys. It looks like an ambulance. Maybe this one is fire truck. Is it? Okay, see? What are they doing? They are playing ambulance and dump truck, enjoying. And next picture, what's there in the next picture? Okay, still playing and maybe sharing. And then another rabbit is playing with ambulance. See, all of them have one toys and playing. Okay, and another rabbit is playing with train. Chuga chuga choo, choo choo train, with choo choo train. Train does choo choo, right? Choo choo sound it produces. Okay, all the stuffs they are playing with, all the stuffs. And then what is there now? Okay, jelly ball. Jelly ball. They are playing with some sticky substance. Sticky jelly balls. They are playing with balls, jelly balls. And also drawing at the same time. Okay. And yes, they have got this spiders jelly ball tank where they can put this jelly balls. Okay, tank. And maybe remote. Okay, it is, they can play with remote. This spider can be operated with remote, and they are playing with this remote. Okay, their banner, their drawing is completed. In this way they have drawn, played. Okay, so in this way the story ends. A very nice storybook is over here. You can also read many stories from different storybooks. Okay, now it's story time from your book. We are going through a story from your book. What story is given there? Let's check out. Here it goes. Okay, look at the following pictures and answer these questions. Look at this picture. What is this picture of? What is this picture of? Of course, it looks like a fox, isn't it? Then what are the questions over there? Okay, what do you see in the picture? As we have already discussed, this picture looks like a fox. Then of course we can see a fox walking. Can we say walking? Moving. Okay, moving here and there. Fox is moving here and there. Namabi, what do you think the story is about? Okay, let's make further guess. What is the story about? Of course, if a fox is given over there, the story is about a fox and maybe about a fox. It's a story in the jungle. What the fox is doing. Let's make a guess. It could be like that, or maybe the fox is searching for something, right? Searching for something, looking for something, or the fox may be hungry, thirsty. What is it? Let's check it out in the story. Okay, here it goes, the story. Okay, let's start with first paragraph. A clever fox in the forest. What is the title? A clever fox in the forest. Usually the fox, they are known for being clever. They can do tricks. They can do tricks with others, and they can do tricks. That's why they are clever. They can change the situation for themselves. They can think for themselves. They can change the situations. They can they are known for cleverness. That's why they can do clever tricks. Okay. Now let's start the story. Once in a forest, okay, the place with trees, right? Forest. A fox was very hungry, as we saw in the fox in the first picture. It was hungry. Stomach was empty, so it wanted to eat, right? He was looking for food. Okay, our guess is right. He was looking for something that was food. Okay, it was hungry, so looking for food. But he couldn't find anything to eat. When he was walking here and there, see, another guess is also right. What was he doing? He was walking here and there. He saw something over there. Walking here and there, feeling hungry, walking here and there, looking for food. Then it saw something. It was piece of cheese. Do you know what is cheese? Look at here. Okay, this is a nice piece of cheese. Nice yellow cheese. Okay, yellow cheese. This is made of this is dairy product, I mean milk product, right? Made of milk. It's very tasty to eat. Cheese, yellow cheese. The fox loved cheese. Fox was hungry. When he looked at cheese, he loved it. Then what happened then? After that, before going to after that, you need to answer the questions from this paragraph now. Who was hungry? Okay, let me check whether you are getting it or not. Who was hungry? Of course. Who was hungry? A fox. Fox was hungry. Good. Now next, those who have answered fox, that's good. Next, what was he looking for? What was he looking for? Come on, tell me. Yes, he was looking for food. He was hungry and looking for food. Number C. What did he find? What did he find? Come on, tell me. Yes, there's this picture, right? What is this picture of? Cheese. Nice yellow cheese. Fox found nice yellow cheese, piece of cheese. Okay, now let's move to next paragraph. He ran to get it. Quickly ran to get it, take it. But then he saw a bird. Okay, he ran to the cheese but saw a bird. Okay, and the bird was big black bird. Can you make a guess? What is the bird? Which bird is that? Big black bird. What bird might be that? Yes, you're right. Your guess is right. It was a crow. It was a crow. Big and black crow. The crow liked the cheese too. Crow also liked the cheese. Now what happens? What do you think what happens? The big black crow landed next to the cheese. See what happened? Bird also landed, came down to the ground, okay, flew down on the ground and then picked it up in her beak. Beak is the what? Sharp part of the mouth of bird, beak, and flew up into a tree. See, Okay, here the picture. Big black crow took this cheese, picked up this cheese with its beak. You can see big black beak, right? Picked up cheese and flew up to the tree. What did he see? What did he see? He saw a bird. He saw a bird. And another question is, how was it? How was the bird? A big black. Big and black. It was big and black. Who picked up the cheese? Who? As we can see, the crow picked up the cheese. The crow picked up the cheese. Next paragraph. Moving to the next paragraph. Here it goes. The fox wasn't happy. How could the fox be happy, right? The fox was very hungry, wanted to eat cheese, but it was picked up by a bird. Big black bird, that was crow, right? Crow took away the cheese. That's why the fox wasn't happy. Sad. It means it was sad. Not happy, but sad. He was still hungry, but now he could not eat the piece of cheese. How could he eat? He could only see it. He was seeing up at the tree. It could only see it. It was in the beak of crow, beak, right? The crow was sitting on a branch in the tree. Why wasn't the fox happy yet? Why wasn't the fox happy yet? Because it was still hungry. Couldn't eat piece of cheese. Where was the crow sitting? The crow was sitting on a branch in the tree, right? Okay, next. I really want the piece of cheese. Who said it? Thought the fox. Fox thought, I really wanted to have piece of cheese. It was already taken by the crow. But how? How can I get it? No, the fox was very hungry, and it was thinking about cheese all the time, and it wanted to get back cheese. Started thinking, how can I get it? I can't climb the trees, and the crow can fly away. When the crow can fly away, the fox cannot climb the trees. See what a poor fox was this time. But what's the title of our story? Clever Fox. Maybe he has some trick, right? What happens? Can you make a guess next? What happens in the story next? Maybe the story might be totally changed. What do you think? Who will eat the cheese? Fox or crow? Right now it's in the beak of crow. Maybe crow also can eat it. Or the clever fox would do some trick and it would take it back. Is it possible? Some more question. Who cannot climb the tree? Who cannot climb? Is it crow? Obviously not. Who cannot climb? Fox cannot climb, right? Fox cannot climb the tree. Then what happens? The fox was very clever. As the title suggests, the fox was very clever. And he had an idea. It was clever, as I said. It could do tricks. It had an idea. He walked to the tree and looked up. Okay, now I will use my idea. What was that? What do you think? What idea would the fox use? Okay, let's see. Let's check out what idea is that. The crow was sitting on a branch of the tree. She was holding the piece of cheese in her beak. She was holding the big cheese in her beak. She saw the fox. The crow saw the fox. But she didn't say anything. Without saying anything, it was there in the branch of tree. She couldn't speak. Could she speak? Can you speak when something is there in your mouth? It's not audible, right? When something is in our mouth, it's not it's audible but not clear. We cannot understand. It's very hard to make sound when we put something in the mouth. While eating also, when you have food inside your mouth, is it clear? No, we try to speak, but it just produces sound, but it is not clear. Or if we try to speak while eating, what happens? See what happens, okay? What happens over here? She did not say anything. She couldn't speak because she was holding the piece of cheese in her beak. In her beak there was piece of cheese, that's why I couldn't speak. Who was very clever? Who was very clever? Fox. Yes, fox was very clever. What was the fox's idea? What was the fox's idea? Idea is still need to implement. Here fox hasn't shared idea yet, right? Okay, then why couldn't the crow speak? Why couldn't the crow speak? Oh yes, because there was piece of cheese in her beak. Isn't it a lovely day, says the fox. The sun is shining, the birds are singing. Okay, the fox. Okay, now the idea of fox the fox started to implement, use. Okay, use his idea. What the fox says? Isn't it a lovely day? Lovely, sunny, lovely day. The sun is shining brightly. Birds are singing. How was the day? Lovely. The day was lovely. The fox says, please sing for me, Mrs. Crow. I want to hear your beautiful voice. And the idea used by the fox. See what it says? Please sing for me, Mrs. Crow. I want to hear your beautiful voice. Do you like to listen Song of Crow? Maybe not, right? We do not like to listen caw, 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 caw sound. It's not much pleasant to listen. But fox says it's beautiful voice. Why do you think the fox is like that? Because it was the trick of the fox, right? It was a trick. See how does it work? The crow wanted to sing. The crow was praised, it was praised. That's why the crow wanted to sing. She wanted to have a beautiful voice. Please sing your beautiful song for me, said the fox again. Again, the fox said again to the crow, please sing beautiful song for me. She opened her beak and says, caw, caw. The crow opened the beak and started to sing, caw, caw. And what happened? What happened? Who praised the crow? Fox, right? And then, did the crow open its beak? Of course, we can see in the picture. See what happened? Crow opened its beak and cheese fell down. But the fox wasn't listening to her. When she opened her beak, the piece of cheese fell down. It landed in front of the fox. He looked at the cheese. The crow also looked at the cheese. "Thank you," said the fox. Then he picked up the piece of cheese, the nice yellow cheese. He ate it and went away. See, the story is now totally changed. We were guessing that crow would eat, but clever fox, it changed with idea. Its idea, right? Idea was implemented. It praised the crow. Crow got very happy and tried to sing, but cheese fell down. And what happened? Who said thank you to whom and why? Who said thank you? Thank you, said the fox. Said the fox mean fox said the thank you. Why? Because fox got the cheese. Okay, the story is over now. Now let's move to the exercise. Look at here what exercise is given. Use the clues below to fill up the crossword puzzle with the correct words. The words are here are from the story. Down. First of all, down. We see very beautiful, quick to understand. Okay, find out the word for the meaning. Very beautiful, quick to understand. And then across, down 1 and 3, and then across 2, 4, 5, 6. Sound, a small part of an object, a bird's horny projecting, feeling or showing the need for food. Okay, what's there at first? See, L, very beautiful, L-O-V-E-L-Y, lovely. I'll show you where this word in the paragraph later on. Let's finish this puzzle first. Quick to understand. Quick to understand. Clever. C-L-E-V-E-R. Clever. Tricky, right? Quick to understand. Across. Sound. Okay, 2 number. V is there, C is there. The word must be V-O-I-C-E. Voice. Okay. Then a small part of an object. What is the small part of an object? P, starting with P, I-E-C-E, peace. A bird's horny projecting. 5 number. Where is 5 number? Okay, it's here. Starting with B-E. B-E-A-K, beak. Then number 6. Feeling or showing the need for food. Okay, starting with H. When you feel for food, need for food, that means H-U-N-G-R-Y, hungry. Okay, so we have done with this puzzle. These words you can find over here in the here. Okay, I have circled over here. Hungry, peace, right? Hungry, peace. And there another word, beak. Another word is clever. Next one is lovely, voice. Okay, that's all. We could find words there. The next activity, B. Put the events from the story in the correct order. So we have here A to F, these sentences. The cheese fell. The fox said that. The crow had got a beautiful voice. This is not in the correct order. So according to the story, we put it in the correct order. These sentences are jumbled, shuffled. Now we have to keep in the right order. So let's put these sentences in the correct order. Okay, come on, put it. Have you tried? Okay, then what is the first sentence? What should be the first sentence? Okay, yes. Here it goes. First sentence. Okay, the right order is, yes, E number is first sentence. The crow picked up the piece of cheese. Then she flew up to a tree. Yes. So what's the next? Okay, the next is the fox said that the crow had got a beautiful voice. Then F number, the crow opened her beak to sing. Number A is at last. The cheese fell. Is it last? One more is left? Okay, yes. The fox ate the piece of cheese. Okay, with this right order, with this clue also we can write the story, rewrite the story. Do you want to rewrite? You have to, but some other way, okay? The way is, look at here. Retell the story. Okay, retell is here, but you can rewrite. Retell the story in your own words. This time the fox is female and the crow is male. Okay, did you get it? What to do? Retelling the story, or you can rewrite it, the story in your own words. This time fox is female. And that means in the story we read, fox was male, crow was female. Now it is opposite. Okay, so when we make it opposite, how it becomes? Look at here once. I have just changed the pronouns over here. In this way you have to do. Once in a forest, a fox was very hungry. Now fox is she, not he, right? Look at here, she. Likewise all pronouns you have to check out. Okay, pronouns you have to check out. She. So instead of he, wherever there is use of he, you have to put she. She, first is she couldn't find, and she saw something. One more she is there, see, when she, okay, this is also she. So instead of he, all we have to use she. She ran to the get it, she over here, she, but then she saw a big black bird, and it was a crow. The crow liked the cheese too. The big black crow landed next to the cheese. The big black crow. Now crow is male, right? Crow is male. That's why in he's, okay, he's big. He's big. The crow is male. That's why he is. The fox was very clever, and she, right? She over here, she. So this is already made. Instead of he, she, and then he was holding the piece of cheese in his beak. This is crow. He is crow over here. He saw the fox. He did not say anything. He couldn't speak. This is all a crow. Okay, and here also she was still hungry. She couldn't eat. She could see it only. The see, all see refers to the fox, right? And then here she walked to the tree. She looked up, and then he was holding the piece of cheese. This is crow, right? This is crow. And then here, yes, Mr. Crow. Instead of Mr. Crow, instead of Miss Crow, Mr. Crow we have to make, okay, Mr. And all others, this pronoun only you have to change, okay. He, then here you have to make his. Likewise, you can make him, her, you can change into him. He, instead of she, he, okay. So in this way, the changes you can make and the story will be over. In this way you have to rewrite, okay. And so you were told to rewrite the story, changing the pronoun, and you can also share more stories reading storybooks, right? You have to read many storybooks. So I hope you enjoyed today's story, and today's class. That's all for today. Namaste. Thank you.